Hello everyone, VoidDoctor0100 here, and today I'm back on the InfinityCraft server for another episode of InfinityCraft. And, first of all, as you may notice, I'm not wearing my usual netherite pants, and that's because I died, and Too Much Mustard and Worthless Fork were in the room. Too Much Mustard picked them up, handed them to me, and then they kind of just disappeared. Like, he threw them down on the floor. And they kind of just disappeared, and we think that Worthless Fork, who was AFKing and still is AFKing, he was AFKing in the same room as us, so we think that he has them, but we can't kill him. So, I'm just gonna wait till he's done AFKing to try and get to see if he has my pants on him. And then the second thing is my audio may sound a bit crisper, and that's because I moved my mic so it's right in front of my face. So if my audio sounds a bit crisper, you can thank my desk for that, because I just found a way to clamp it to my desk in a different way. So yay, now my mic is mounted in a much more convenient place. Anyway, so one of the first things I'd like to do is just start constructing a few of these buildings here. But before we get started on that, I have to gather a bunch of wood for the buildings that I want to construct. So I am going to get started on that right now. I'm going to do it in a sort of time-lapse form with just a lot of wood gathering. So, yeah, let's get started. So, yeah. I've gotten myself in a bit of a situation here. This is really... this is really amazing. I'm stuck inside of a leaf. Alright, I need to figure out how to get myself out of here. Right back onto the time-lapse. Alright, so the time lapse is done. It was not fun, but I don't have a gun. Yeah, the time lapse is done. I collect that's almost 3 stacks of wood. In fact, why is that tree still there? Oh, it must have been a sapling when I was chopping away. Okay, let's get 4 stacks. Let's go. 4 stacks of wood for building. I'm definitely not going to build all of these buildings that I've planned out, but I'm probably going to build most of them. But I think the first 2 we should start out with are Rob's Pizza Parlor, Town Hall. Let's get started on Town Hall first. I need to go grab the cobble and the other building blocks that I'm going to be using. Right now I've just collected a bunch of wood logs, so I'm probably going to convert a stack of these into no, I'm gonna probably need 4 stacks. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get all the materials that I need for this building session. Alright, so yep, I got all the materials. Let's just say it's a lot of materials that we're gonna need for this. And so yeah, I'm going to mark out all the corners, take out the foundation, take out, you know, the wool, build a foundation and, well, get started on Town Hall. Let's get started. I'm not going to do this in a time lapse because it's already been quite a long time lapse. I might do 1 or 2 buildings in time lapses, or probably 1 since I'm only going to be building 3 buildings. Yeah, but this one's just going to be like a off-camera thing since it's going to be quite the build. Not as long as, for example, the inn, or not as, yeah. It's not going to be as big of a building as the inn, but it's still going to be quite a large building. So let's get started. All right, it's finally done. This thing has taken a very long time to build, and I think it looks amazing on the outside, first of all. But wait till you guys see the inside. There's just a few minor details that we're gonna need to fix. Mainly this path is probably going to need to come down right through here, and so it doesn't have to like awkwardly, cut off right there, or like turn sharply right there. And then, yeah, that's one of the major ones. And then just a few things around here, just patching up some holes and stuff around here that happened, and it's also getting rid of that chest thing right there. Even though it's not only 2 shulker boxes, it's bugging me. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a tour of this town hall, because now we have a town hall, which is really cool. All right, so starting in here, you just have like this. You just walk in here, and you have a little lobby with a couple of armor stands. I just kind of made these look like they're sort of trophy items. They're sort of decorations, and then when you walk inside, you are greeted with this nice little, just sort of aesthetically pleasing area with a couple of potted plants and a couple pictures of people. I've never understood what this picture is supposed to be of. I get this person is supposed to be, or this picture is supposed to be a person. And then right here, you're gonna notice a pattern. Most of the rooms in this place are offices. So you have an office. Eventually, I'm probably gonna put like something on here. For example, I can just like put a painting on there right now. Let's just put a painting on there just to give this place a bit of interest. And then again, we can just do the same right here. Decorating the place live. Yeah, maybe because this place isn't supposed, I mean, it's not like a certain time period, but I don't want it to be like the modern era with all of our fancy computers and stuff, even though I'm definitely not like anti-computer and all that stuff. No, I just don't want it to have like our modern technology. So maybe they're like inscribing something on some pieces of paper, or maybe more like it. Yeah, probably some pieces of paper. Maybe some pieces of parchment, which I think is paper, and then just another painting right here. Maybe we can make this one a bit taller. Yeah, that looks nice. I keep forgetting to clear this out with my shears. Yeah, so you have a lot of offices down here, and then this is eventually going to be like our vault, our town vault. And you may notice these little things right here. These are actually ways to hide lights. This is actually a really cool like pro tip. You can hide lights if you have little areas like this with these pillars right here. And since this place is like set 1 block into the ground, you also have this area right here. So you can hide lights like that. It's really simple. Looks kind of nice if you like it. It looks quite nice in this setting, but it'll probably look nice in most settings. Oops, I have to patch that up right there. And yeah, this is just like another office, so you can put painting there. Decorating a building, decorating a little office 101. You got a painting there, and that's just like a small restroom. And you may be wondering why there's these slats, but basically in every public restroom I've ever used, I have yet to decorate this place, there's these weird little open areas right above the doors and the walls. So yeah, I decided to include that because that always triggers me, and I want to trigger myself. Why is there just a random armor stand there? Anyway, yeah, so this is kind of just like a place for you to look out and see things. And so yeah, this is a cool looking place, and this place isn't actually completely yet. As you can see, there's a few little areas I need to do, and then I need to just finish the roof. And then I'm probably going to add something up there at some point, but I just have yet to decide what I'm going to do with that space up there. And then in here, since it's a town hall, you obviously need somewhere to have board meetings. And what better of a place to have a board meeting than a giant boardroom full of board chairs, like board meeting chairs. So yeah, I'm just walking all over the board meeting table thingy. Anyway, So yeah, this is just a big fancy boardroom with some big fancy boardroom chairs. So whenever it comes to making, you know, decisions for the city, now all of us can come and have a place to meet all of the residents here. Yeah, I'm really a fan of how this little entrance right here turned out. I have yet to patch to fill in that part of the roof because this has taken far too long. This has taken many hours to make, specifically because the interior required dark oak because I wanted that color palette, and I really am a fan of this color palette with the dark oak logs and the spruce and the cobblestone. I really think this place turned out quite nice. So yeah, and now I'm gonna move on to Rob's Pizza Parlor, and I am going to oh, and if you didn't notice, I lended my, or I like basically had Worthless Fork is renting my elytra to go end busting. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna actually do this in a time lapse, but you'll see something different about this time lapse. Let's just say it that way. I really do hope you can spot it, because if you can't, that's very concerning, because it's kind of a big detail with the time lapse. Anyway, yeah, let's get started with Rob's Pizza Parlor. Alright, so yeah, the pizzeria is finished, or the pizza parlor. It's actually called Rob's Pizza Parlor. Anyway, but I've failed you. I've failed you guys. OBS was having some issues recording different windows at one time, because at one point I had to switch back to my main account from the camera account to say something. Anyway, it had some issues doing that and didn't record some of the clips properly. So yeah, that 90% of that time-lapse footage was unusable. So yeah, I just decided to not do a time-lapse then. But as you probably could have guessed, the next building that we're going to be building is this cool watchtower right here. I've changed its design a bit, where it's 4 blocks on the other side. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to redeem myself by making this a time-lapse. So hopefully that satisfies your time-lapse needs. And yeah, see you guys in a bit once I get my block palette ready, because I'm just gonna start doing those from now on, because they're so nice and easy, and I mean, they just also look kind of cool too. So yeah, let's get working on that. And if you're wondering why the pizza parlor doesn't have an interior, it's because, well, it's actually pretty simple reasoning. It's because I couldn't show that on a time lapse very easily, so I just decided, I'll do it later and do it off camera, because it's also probably gonna be pretty boring, to be honest. There's not much to do like an interior for. There's just gonna be like the counter and then a small kitchen. So yeah, I'll just do that off camera. Anyway, yeah, let's get on with the watchtower. So yeah, I was busy collecting resources for the watchtower, and I've been offline for a little while, like for most of today, because I had some stuff to do. Yeah, Too Much Mustard has constructed the memeiest thing ever. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this speak for itself. This is amazing. Oh, nice cobblestone generator. If you guys are wondering why I haven't set up a cobblestone generator yet on this server, it's because I actually find just mining underground is a little bit more effective, because, oh shoot. Oh, and if you didn't notice, I got as payment for a couple of things, I got some netherite ingots, so yeah. But mining underground is just better in my opinion, because you can also get things like diamonds, iron, redstone, other useful resources. But yeah, let me finish collecting the materials that are required for this build, and then we'll get on to the time lapse. Alright, as very convenient time as the sun's setting, I've got out my block palette, because those are always cool. We're starting with the usual foundation blocks that I've come to love after building this building, although this foundation isn't as less of a foundation and more of half the building. Anyway, yeah, the usual foundation blocks that I've come to love. So all of our grays, and then just some wood, pretty standard. And then I got some blocks that I'll probably be needing in here, like just larger quantities of the foundation blocks and other stuff like that. So yeah, let's get on to the third person time lapse. And I have just a random shulker box full of rotten flesh right there, and then this, and also this, and more. Actually, more of this. To be honest, I have way too many items in my inventory. Okay, they're right there. Anyway, so yeah, let's get started. What did I say? Inventory? No, inventory. I've been watching a lot of British YouTube, a lot of British Minecraft, nonetheless. So I'm getting very confused between what's between if it's me or that. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking and start building. Okay? 3, 2, 5, 7, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9. Time lapse time. Alright, so, yeah, the watchtower is looking quite nice. Yeah, yeah, I already cleaned up the area around here. Yeah, it's actually a new day, and I'm feeling quite nice and energized, and I just have to say, this watchtower just looks really nice. Like, it's nice and clean, there's no way into the top up there. But, yeah, I just think it looks quite nice. But the next project that I want to work on is over at the base. I want to, you know, kind of combine... no, I don't want to have the sheep pen combined with the cow pen over there anymore. And I've already repurposed that, and I've already starting to, you know, use that as a chicken thing because I had way too, like a chicken coop because I had way too many chicken eggs. So yeah, I'm just going to build another one of those little cow pens next to it and just put the sheep in there. And hopefully by the end of this episode, we'll have a bunch of bred sheep. Oh, and I kind of AFK'd at the, I AFK'd at the mob spawner and got myself some efficiency 5. So yeah, I'll do a short demonstration with that as well at the end. Alright, so I've constructed the second animal pen for all the sheep, and I've actually bred up all the sheep, but now I think it's time for a oh, and I died in the process of making this, but now I think it's time for a demonstration of efficiency 5. Oh, actually, no, before we do that, I just want to do this because I want to see a baby chicken. What kind of luck is this? What kind of luck is this? Anyway, so yeah, let me give you guys a quick demonstration of efficiency 5. Yep, so this is what efficiency 5 will do for you. Just a quick demonstration for anyone who doesn't know. Wow, for anyone who doesn't know. yeah, efficiency 5 is what people like to call insta-mining, and they call it that for a reason. You basically just chew through everything that's like a stone-related block. So not cobblestone, but things like granite, that kind of stuff. You'll just absolutely eat away at it. So yeah, it's a pretty great enchantment to have, and I really like it. It's a kind of unwieldy in some cases. Am I out of the range? Nope. But yeah, so it's kind of unwieldy at some points, like, you know, trying to dig a staircase, you just have to tap mine. But in some cases, it's like, you can just dig massive holes and find so many resources this way, like... Well, okay, yeah. I think I need to get out of here before I close out the episode, I guess. But yeah, this is what I mean by efficiency 5, haste 2. Because you can only do insta-mining if you also have a haste 2 beacon. But yeah, that's what I meant about efficiency 5, haste 2 being kind of unwieldy, is you can get yourself into some pretty sticky situations. But yeah, this has been a really fun episode, just working on some base projects, and now we kind of have the freedom to do stuff like that. Because we've kind of completed the, you know, the whole Ender Dragon Wither part of the game. So now it's kind of just prime time for us to sort of, now it's kind of just time for us to start working on some of the more fun projects, like getting all the advancements, working on just some really overpowered redstone farms, and just doing some building projects like these. You know, Town Hall, Watchtower, Rob's Pizza Parlor, you know, the animal pens and chicken coops, like that kind of stuff is just the fun part of the game for me. I enjoy the, you know, the core Ender Dragon, you know, sort of storyline, but I much more appreciate the sort of building freedom part of the game. So yeah, this has been VoidDoctor0100, and I'm out. Remember to like, subscribe, share. The chat's going off in weird ways. And remember, hit that bell icon so you know when the next InfinityCraft episode is going to come out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.